bumped into my friend Frida in town this morning. I couldn't believe what she told me about my next-door neighbour. We've lived next door to Catherine and Jason for 5 years now. Jason's a bit of a doormat, to be honest. But he's all right, really. We just sort of give each other a nod and say hi. But Catherine, well, she's a real snooty snob. Well, anyway, today Frida, who lives at the back of us, said, "Have you heard about Catherine and Jason?" Well, I said no, because I really hadn't. I haven't seen them in a while, to be honest. Well, apparently she'd bumped into Jason a few days ago. Said he looked awful, so she asked him what was wrong. Well, he said, a few weeks ago now, Catherine got a lift home from work, from a workmate called Mark. They were sitting in the car for ages, so he came out to see what was going on. She told him to get back in the house and that she'd be in a minute. Well, he was walking back to the house. He turned round and they drove off. Well, she came back 2 hours later, saying that she's in love with Mark. Apparently, they'd been seeing each other for more than a year now. She told Jason she was leaving him and that the house would have to go up for sale. Well, he was in total shock. Said he didn't see it coming at all. He said she'd been doing a lot of overtime, but that he didn't really suspect anything. She told him she's been miserable for years. She's 45 and wasn't going to spend the rest of her life in a loveless marriage. She wants a divorce and couldn't care less if they made a loss on the house. Frida said Jason told her she was absolutely brutal. Said it was as if they hadn't been together for 20 years. Just like that, she dismissed him. She didn't spare his feelings, that's for sure. Catherine and our family haven't gotten along in years. She started out friendly at first. We even used to swap Christmas cards. But then she started making complaints if our kids were playing out in the back garden, saying they were too loud and moaning if the ball went over their fence. She tried to get Jason involved, but he just tried to keep the peace, really. He wasn't into all the troublemaking. A few summers ago, we were just having a small barbecue in the back garden. Just a few friends and family, and a little music. Well, she came over banging on the front door, demanding for us to turn the music down, saying she's got a headache. The music wasn't even loud. I mean, our guests were talking to each other without having to shout. Plus, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, not 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't believe it, though. All this going on next door, and we had no clue. Sure enough, I looked it up on the internet, and their house is up for sale.